Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we'll discuss about a topic near critical path. Friend, this topic pertains to purely or completely related to project management, and in this video I will try my level best to explain you the concept of near critical path in a very easy to understand manner so that everyone can understand the topic or term near critical path very easily. And the purpose of making this video is just to explain the concept of project management like near critical path in a very simple and very simple way, easy to understand way, so that everyone can understand. And if you are a student and studying project management in university, or you are planning to give an exam of PMP, so I'm hopeful that this video can be very helpful for you. Here I just want to tell you that near critical path, this is a important topic, and you will see this topic in exam, especially in PMP exam or any project management exam. You will definitely see questions related to this topic, so definitely you need to understand. And see here that there are two possibilities. Like, first of all, your concept should be clear that what is near critical path. Secondly, this is also possible that by calculation or by using the formulas you have to calculate the near critical path. So there are two possibilities that you may see in the exam. So friend, if you are a student and studying project management, so you must have a knowledge, you must have a clear concept about the near critical path, because it's a very important topic with respect to exam point of view. Okay, so in project management this is a very important topic. So you must have the understanding about the concept, clear concept that what is near critical path, and also you should be able to calculate the near critical path as well, because in the exam either your concept will be checked or either you need to calculate it by mathematical calculation. Secondly, if you are a project manager and working as a project manager in any organization, so this is very important that you should know about near critical path, that how you can calculate it, because it can be very helpful for you in your planning skills, in your scheduling skills. So this is very important that you should have a knowledge about near critical path, because it will be helpful for you in project planning skills. So friend, first of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well, so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's start. Near critical path method. Just see these three words, near critical path. So these terms tell you that it is near to critical path. Just see this term, near critical path. It means that the term which you are referring is basically near to the critical path. If you can understand the critical path, you will automatically understand the near critical path as well. Are you getting my point? Near critical path, it means that it is near or it is closer to the critical path. So if you can understand the term critical path, you will automatically, obviously, can understand the near critical path as well. So what is first of all, before going into our main topic near critical path, we have to understand that what is critical path. If we can understand the concept of critical path, we will definitely and we can easily understand the near critical path as well. Why? Because the terms tell you that near critical path means that it is near or closest to the critical path. Okay, so first of all we have to understand the critical path. Before going to main topic near critical path, we will see that what is critical path. Friend, it's a sequence of stages where you figure out what the least amount of time is necessary to complete a task with the least amount of slack. So the critical path is really the longest length of time it will take to complete the project task. The critical path is the longest distance between the start and finish of your project, including the tasks and their duration, which give you a clear picture of the project's actual schedule. Float, also known as slack, is a term describes how long you can delay a task before it impacts the planned schedule and threatens the project's deadline. When you are collecting tasks for the critical path, they must have zero float, but if the tasks do have some float, then they go on non-critical path, which means if this task is delayed, the project can still finish on time. Friend, this was just a definition. Let me try to explain you the critical path. Friend, whenever we have to start a project, for example, you have to build an e-commerce solution. So what you will do here, you have, as a project manager, what you will do, first of all, you have to break down the projects into smaller tasks. Why we need to make a WBS or work breakdown structure? Because we have to identify the task, and so that we can estimate a task in terms of time and cost. Okay, are you getting my point? So that you can estimate the task, and then once you identify the activities, you will sequence that activities, and you will know that after ending of activity A, which activity will start and how much it will proceed in this manner, and how you will end it to move towards the end of a project. So if you, now currently we are talking about critical path method. So if you assigned a project of e-commerce, first of all you have to make a WBS of work breakdown structure. You will break the project into smaller pieces of tasks, and so that you can estimate the task in terms of time and cost. Then you will sequence the activities, so that you know that what is the sequence of activities when we proceed, and how they will end. For example, if we talk about e-commerce solution, so what are the high level activities here? Like, you have to do the project planning, then you have to do the software development, then you have to do the quality assurance, then the user acceptance testing, and then the production deployment. So these are the very high level high level activities which will found, which will you have to include in your project. You have to make the sequence of activities here. Okay, so friend, when we talk about critical path, this is the longest distance of a project having activities which are necessary to complete a project, and the all activities have zero float or zero slack. Zero float or zero slack means that the activity, if delayed, the activity will delay, it will delay the project timelines as well. So that means that no activity which is on the critical path, it cannot be delayed. Any activity which is on the critical path, it should have a zero float. Zero float means that it cannot be delayed. For example, if any activity is having a float or a delay, so it can be delayed, and it will the critical path activities cannot be delayed, and it has a zero float. That's why they are on the critical path. See, so this is a definition of critical path here. Just see this picture here. If we talk about A to B, then C, then D, and then E. So friend, this is the this is the critical path. This is the critical path, and near critical path means is the near critical path is closest in duration to critical path. Let me try to explain you again. See friend, here, like A, B, C, D, E, this is on the critical path. Why? Well, because each activity is on the critical path, and it has a zero float. Zero float means that if any activity like B or C will delay, it will definitely delay the overall project timelines as well. So this is called the this is called the critical path. Now if any other path which is closest to the critical path here, however, it is not the longest duration. See, the critical path is the longest duration. If any other path which is possible here, which is not the longest path, but it is the activities which exist on the path which have zero float as well, but it is not the longest path, so we will say there that this is a near critical path. Why? Because it is closest to the critical path. Are you getting my point? Critical path means the longest duration of activities, and the activities are having zero float. So this is called the critical path. Now what is near critical path? Near critical path which is closest to the critical path. What does it mean? It means that it is the you can say the second path, or which is have second longest distance path, which in the and the activities which exist are having zero float, but it is not the longest path. The longest path is the critical path, and you can say the second path which is the longest, and the activities exist are having the zero float, so we can say it as a near critical path. I hope I have tried my level best to explain you the concept of near critical path here. Hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. Thank you.